Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and finally I'm here with the blender review. Now I swear by my Pune store makeup blender, which is in the green color, not the orange one. This one, I absolutely love this. A lot of you will have a mixed feeling. It depends person to person what that person is looking for. But this is the one which I have been using past 2 years. Yeah, approximately 2 years, and I always have backup of these, and these are currently out of stock. Leaving this aside, I bought a lot of blenders again. So one of them is GlamAroma GoPro Duo Professional Makeup Blending Sponge. This is how the outer box looks like. Like even a lot of blenders, the packaging, outer packaging is generally like this, and this will cost you 549, which is equal to 550 only, and it is available on Amazon. Now me picking up this particular blender was it has amazing reviews, and before buying any product I generally go by the review because it helps me, yeah, this is going to work, that is going to work, accordingly I bought. So this had pretty good amazing reviews, and it looked also promising to me. So nothing is written on the box as such, not too much information is there, but yeah, this one is latex free. This can be used wet or dry. And what else I'm missing? That's it. These are the two important things which I was looking for, that if you can use it dry also, and if it is latex free, because if it is latex free then only it is going to be a little softer, spongier, and it is not going to be like that stamping blender, the one I bought from Miniso. So that's very good. So let's see the blender itself in person, and then we'll proceed with the application part. So these are the blender. This is the big one, and this is wet. Now I will be attaching a picture of the dry one somewhere on the screen so you'll know. So this is the wet one. It's quite humongous. Now actually camera doesn't do the justice when you see the blender dry or wet, or definitely the pictures can make a difference, but then if you see in person it's huge. And then this is the smaller one. Now I really like the sizes of these. When they were in the box they were quite small, but that's how it is supposed to be. And when I wash them, you should wash your blender for the first time really well, so that any preservative or chemical or anything is there in it, it will just go off. So this is how, and it is squishy, it is softer, and this one is also very soft. So let's apply some makeup first, and then we'll talk how it applies. Now this looks very close to my Pune store one. So my Pune store one is something like this. It's only the Pune store one has a little more curve here. This doesn't have, because this one really helps to go inside in your corners. That's how it was made, and it's really thoughtful of making this one. And this one also I like the shape of it. I generally drive toward this kind of shape, this kind of blenders which has this kind of a cut or something, because I feel that makes life easier for me to apply my foundation or concealer. So for this application I'm going to use my trustworthy foundation and concealer. Let's give a fair chance to the blenders. Let's not try anything new, because then if it doesn't work out we will end up blaming the blender. So let's straight away dive into the application. So let me just tie my hair first, or else it's going to be really messy. It's very gloomy today, so I felt the light is fluctuating again. And my one of my videos, the face shop skincare kit, I'm using my Lakme Absolute Undercover Gel Primer for this look. As I told you, I'm going to go with my trustworthy products in this. So some of you complained that the background was not great, because even I didn't like it personally, but I filmed it and then I didn't have time to refilm it, because that video I already filmed like thrice. And the point was that I had to just upload it, and it was not that bad according to me, but the background was not good. I think even though it was way too dark, I felt. So sorry for that, because practically speaking guys, I'm still staying in a guest house and I still don't have a house, so I just have 2 rooms. So I just managed to film like I have to just make a place and sit and just start filming. Like this is like, it's like behind this is like a so what do you say, the gadda, the bedding, and then this is like my curtain which I make it as a background because this is really good. So I thought just use multi-purpose it. Okay, so the priming is done. Let's use the concealer first. As you know, I'm not a concealer person, but I use concealer before my foundation. So I'm using my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade medium beige, and I'm just going to straight away apply. I think that's enough. Way too much of concealing. So we're going to take this small blender and start blending, and I will take my mirror. So let's start blending. So this is like quite squishy, and just start blending. Okay, that's good. Like it blended really well, but oh, that's nice. So let's apply some foundation. So I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation for this, and I'm gonna drop directly on the blender itself. I just hate dirtying such a beautiful looking blender, but that's how it is. So this is my this side of face and this side of face where I've not applied the foundation yet. You can see the application is really flawless and there's a lot of product on the blender. And I just, whatever was there on my blender, I'm using that only. I'm not taking any excess product. Don't forget your neck. It's a very nice kind of coverage. I like it. But then the final thoughts I'll be able to give you when I apply everything on my face. So let me just do my full face of makeup and then come back. But so far you can see it's looking very flawless, very finished, really nice. It didn't give any patchiness to my skin. So everything is blended in well. So let me just hop on. Okay, so I thought I will show you my powder application also with the blender. So I'm going to take my powder. I'm not using any loose powder today because not everyone is a loose powder person. So let's get real here and use our minimalistic powder which we use. So I'm going to use my Rimmel powder. I'm using my Rimmel one. See, with the blenders, I would say never press your powder too hard. Just go in a very, like this motion. So it just sits fine. That's pretty good. I like it. So finally, I'm here with full face of my makeup. Let's talk about the blenders. The bigger blender is really good for the foundation application. It's just that only one thing I noticed that it picks up a lot of product. So I don't know if it is with the Fit Me foundation or it generally picks up a lot of product. I'm using it for the first time in front of you. You can see a lot of product is there. Positives are more than the negative. It is not exactly a negative. I would say that it picks up a lot of product. The best part is if you don't like a very full coverage foundation, then I think this blender is going to work magic. It's not going to make you look materialistic or cakey or it's going to pick up all the excess foundation. Now you can see my face, the foundation has really sat well and I didn't have to go the second time with the foundation, so that's really nice. The positive is that it is latex free and it is for 550. So 550 you're getting two blenders, it's a very inexpensive category where you get two blenders for 550. And the second one you saw, the concealer application was really good, really flawless for nook and corners. This kind of a blender really comes handy. So all in all, I really like both the blenders. It's just that if you're looking for a very full coverage makeup, you may find this blender is picking up a lot of product and you may not like it and you may feel disappointed. But I still feel if you go with the second or the third layer means obviously you must be saying, oh my god, is she saying third layer? And we are no, because since it picks up a lot of product, it's not going to leave so much product on your face. So basically it is going to pick up most of the product but leave, like, give you a more, what do you say, full coverage look. Yes, you will be wasting a lot of product while this process, because yes, there will be a lot of wastage. But if you're a person who like me, who doesn't like too much of foundation on her face, like I like to go heavy with my bronzer, my blush, my highlight, but I don't like to go heavy with my foundation or concealer. So for me, it works 10 on 10. It's a good combo for me. So other than that, I didn't find any negatives for it. It's easily available on Amazon. It's good rated and I really like the reviews also. That convinced me to go for these ones. So I will leave the link in my description from where you can buy. Other than that, I loved using this one. So stay tuned for the next one. I will be soon showing you other blenders which I picked up. If you have not seen my haul video, I will just list that also in my description so that you can see what all I bought. But I loved using this blender. I like my makeup today for a change because it's way gloomy today and I was thinking I don't know how this makeup is going to turn out, but it turned out good. So I hope you loved watching this interesting blender review. We'll be back soon with something more interesting. Before that, why don't you subscribe to my channel and click onto that small notification bell so that you get notified for my future uploads. And I'm very active on my Instagram, that is @bronzinggeek. Till then, take care and bye-bye.